Good morning children, welcome to your GK class. So this video is for class 6 students and today we are doing page number 30, Literature of India. So let's start children. So first we will start with the books, with some information of the books and about their authors. So let's start about the books. Waiting for Mahatma. So this is a book and the plot summary of this book is Sri Ram is a high school graduate who lives with his grandmother in Malguri, the fictional southern Indian town in which much of Narayan's fiction takes place. Sri Ram is attracted to Bharati, a girl of his age. So this is about the plot summary of the book Waiting for the Mahatma. And this book, the author you can see of this book is R.K. Narayan. Okay children. So now we will just know about R.K. Narayan, the author of this book. We will know a brief history about R.K. Narayan. So let's start children. The full form of R.K. Narayan, his full name is Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayan Swamy. He is commonly known as R.K. Narayan. He was an Indian writer known for his work set in the fictional South Indian town of Malguri. He was a leading author of early Indian literature in English, along with Mulk Raj Anand and Raja Rao. He was born on 10th October 1906, Madras, and he died on 13th May 2001 in Chennai. This is about R.K. Narayan. So now we move on to our next book, which we will learn about. The information about the next book is Gun Island. And the information about this book, the plot line of this book goes around. Gun Island describes the quest of Dean, a scholar and collector of rare books who returns from New York, his city of domicile, to Sundarbans in West Bengal to unravel the mystery and legend of 17th century merchant Banduki Sada. So this is a book and this book is written by Amitav Ghosh. Okay, so this book, as you can see, it is very adventurous and it has got suspense in it. Okay, and lot of adventures in it where the author comes in to find something. He wanted to reveal some truth, and for that he had traveled all the way. So this book is Gun Island. Okay children, now next we move on to the next book which holds important position in the literature of India. We'll know about the book. Before that, we will know about the author of this book Gun Island, that is Amitav Ghosh. Amitav Ghosh is an Indian writer and the winner of 54th Jnanpith Award, India's highest literary honor, best known for his work in English fiction. And he was born on 11 July 1956 and his age is 64 years. He's still there and he was born in Kolkata. So this is about a brief history about Amitav Ghosh. Next we move on to our next book, as I said you. So we will learn about some information, we'll get some knowledge about the next book which holds an important position in literature of India, and that is A Passage to England. So here you can see the cover picture of the book A Passage to England. When Indian writer Neeraj Chaudhary was invited by the BBC to visit England in 19
Home
homebody, he set out at the age of 57 to spend 8 weeks in Europe, 5 of this in London. So this is, you can see over here, the plot line, the summary you can see of this book is just about the experiences of the author when in his visit to Europe and London. So this is about the passage to England. Now we will read about the history of the author, a brief history of the author of this book. So the brief history, Nirad C. Chaudhary, about him we will read. And Nirad C. Chaudhary, the full form you can say is, the full name you can say is Nirad Chandra Chaudhary, CBE, was an Indian writer. In 1990, Oxford University awarded Chaudhary, by then a long-time resident of the city of Oxford, an honorary degree in letters. In 1992, he was made an honorary commander of the Order of the British Empire. And he was born in 23rd November 1897 in the district of Bangladesh, and he died on 1st August 1999 in United Kingdom. So this is about Nirad C. Chaudhary. Now we are moving out about to our next book and the information on the next book. So let's see, children, which is the next book we are reading about. We are reading about Godan. Okay, so we are reading about this book. The summary of this book is Cow Donation. Is a famous Hindi novel. Godan actually means cow donation, and it is a famous Hindi novel by Munshi Premchand. It was first published in 1936 and is considered one of the greatest Hindi novels of modern Indian literature. Themed around the socio-economic deprivation as well as the exploitation of the village poor, the novel was the last complete novel of Premchand. So this is about Godan, that is cow donation. So this is the storyline of Godan, and the author of this book is Munshi Premchand. So let's read about the author Munshi Premchand. We will know about his brief history about Munshi Premchand, who had written this famous book, which holds a very important position in literature of India. So this is Munshi Premchand. You can see the picture out here. Dhanpat Rai Srivastava, better known by his pen name Munshi Premchand, was an Indian writer famous for his modern Hindustani literature. He is one of the most celebrated writers of the Indian subcontinent and is regarded as one of the foremost Hindi writers of early 20th century. He was born on 31st July 1880 in Varanasi, and he died on 8th October 1936 in Varanasi itself. So this is about a brief history about the famous author Munshi Premchand. Okay, children. Now we are moving on to our next famous book, which holds a very important position in literature of India. So that is Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra is a collection of short stories by Ruskin Bond, with each story tracing his life from childhood to adulthood. The writer's journey begins from Java and reaches India, with cities like Bombay, Delhi, and finally creating in the Himalayas. So this is Ruskin Bond's Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. The storyline is out here. So there are different chapters, you can say, and each chapter has got a story tracing his Ruskin Bond's life from childhood to adulthood. So let's read about Ruskin Bond. Okay, so this is about Ruskin Bond, and here you can see the picture of Ruskin Bond. He is Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. His first novel, The Room on the Roof, received the John Llewellyn Rhys Prize in 1957. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, his novel in English. Okay, so he was born on 19th May 1934, and he is 87 years, and he was born in Kasauli, Ruskin born. This is about he actually is an Indian author of British descent. Okay, this is about Ruskin Bond. Now let's move on to our next book, children. The next book we'll read about is The God of Small Things. So this here you can see the cover of the book, The God of Small Things. The God of Small Things is the debut novel of Indian writer Arundhati Roy. It is a story about the childhood experiences of fraternal twins whose lives are destroyed by the love laws that laid down who should be loved and how. And the author of this book is Arundhati Roy. So let's read about the author. Let's have a brief knowledge about the author Arundhati Roy, who has written this famous book, The God of Small Things. Okay, Arundhati. So this is the information about Arundhati Roy, and this is the picture you can see. Arundhati Roy, she's Arundhati Roy. Susanna Arundhati Roy is an Indian author best known for her novel The God of Small Things, which won the Man Booker Prize for Fiction in 1997. Involved in human rights and environmental causes, and she was born 24th November 1961, and she's still there, and she's aged of 59 years, and she was born in Shillong. So this is about Arundhati Roy. Okay, so the next slide we move on to read about the next book, which holds a very important position in the literature of India, is Cooli. So here is the cover of the book, Cooli, and the summary is: Monu is 14 years old boy from a village surrounded by nature in Kangra Hills, Bilaspur, an ill-fated orphan who leads a content life with his uncle and aunt amidst various abuses and ill treatments, and the story revolves around that. And this book, Cooli, is actually written by Mulk Raj Anand. Okay, the author of this book is Mulk Raj Anand. So we will just read about the Mulk Raj Anand. We will read about Mulk Raj Anand briefly. We'll know about his history. Let's see what is Mulk Raj Anand was an Indian writer in English, notable for his depiction of the lives of poorer caste in traditional Indian society. One of the pioneers of Anglo-Indian fiction, he together with R.K. So he used to work together with R.K. Narayan, and he was born 12th December 1905 in Peshawar, Pakistan, and he died in 28th September 2004 in Jahangir Hospital. About our next book, that is English August. Okay, number 8. So we will read about this book, and we'll read about the plot summary. We will read about what is the summary of this book. Written by a civil servant, the novel manages to capture the essence of an entire generation of Indians whose urban realities jar in sharp contrast to that of rural India. Agastya's sense of dislocation is only compounded by his extreme lack of interest in the bizarre ways of government and administration. So this is about English August, and the author of this book is Upamanyu Chatterjee. English August. And about Upamanyu, let's read about Upamanyu Chatterjee, the famous author. we will just have a look on the history of Upamanyu Chatterjee. So here you can see, children, the picture of Upamanyu Chatterjee. Upamanyu Chatterjee is a retired Indian civil servant who served as Joint Secretary to Government of India on the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. He is a 1983 batch Indian Administrative Service officer from Maharashtra cadre. He currently resides in Sri Lanka. He was born in 1959 and he is still there, aged 62 years, and he was born in Patna. So this is about Upamanyu Chatterjee. So here we have learnt about some books and authors which holds important position in literature. Here you have learnt about the different books and their authors. So we will just recalling that we will be doing this. We will be matching the books with their authors. So Waiting for Mahatma. So Waiting for Mahatma was written by R.K. Narayan. You can see here. Number 2, Gun Island is written by Amitav Ghosh. Number 3, A Passage to India was written by Neeraj C. Chaudhary. Number 4, Godan. So this book was written by Munshi Premchand. Our trees still grow in Dehra. So this book is written by Ruskin Bond. Number 6, The God of Small Things is written by Arundhati Roy. Number 7, Cooli is written by Mulk Raj Anand. And the last one, English August, is written by Upamanyu Chatterjee. Okay, children, so this way you are going to just fill up the exercise in your book clearly. Okay, children, this much for today, children. Thank you very much, children.